Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski announced that Shedeur Sanders will start at quarterback this week against the 49ers, even with Dylan Gabriel now having cleared concussion protocol. Cincinnati Bengals head coach Zach Taylor said he expects Joe Burrow to play on Thursday against the Ravens. The Minnesota Vikings announced quarterback J.J. McCarthy is in concussion protocol. Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield having an MRI today on his left shoulder. For now, the Bucs think it's a sprained AC joint. Washington Commanders QB Jaden Daniels will return to practice this week, but is unlikely to play on Sunday Night Football against the Broncos. The New York Giants today fired defensive coordinator Shane Bowen. The Raiders named quarterbacks coach Greg Olson as interim offensive coordinator, replacing Chip Kelly. NBA Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups pled not guilty today to money laundering and wire fraud conspiracy charges. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
Wow. I don't know about that, but hey, good to see you guys.
Wow, the gang's all here.
Oh, what's up, buddies?
Minus Dan Byer, but he did his thing. We got Lowenkron today.
The Kron?
The Kron is here.
Isaac Lowenkron.
Let it be Lowenkron. And, of course, this show, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, is produced by the greatest, Danny G.
Yo, Danny.
Yeah. Happy Monday.
99 on Fox. Happy Monday to you. Iowa Sam's on the ones and twos. Always great to see Sam. You, what is it, fluffy-headed ninny muggins or cotton-headed?
Cotton-headed ninny muggins.
I got product in my hair today, though.
Oh, well, you still look like Elf.
Product-haired ninny muggin.
I thought you were dressed for Elf a little early. And, of course, spots on the videos. We be rocking out. Let's go. When I say videos, Rich, I mean everybody needs to chime in now and get involved. We need to pull up the chat, too. We got a new computer there. We're streaming live on YouTube, Covino and Rich FSR. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, the most interactive show on radio.
I'm not signing on to that. I'm not signing on.
Why?
Because all these corporate computers are logged into someone else's name.
I know, I hate it.
Like, who's Justin?
I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. But anyway.
Get this guy logged off my computer.
Hate it, hate it, hate it.
That's Coop.
Is that the dude from Liar Liar?
Or Frostberg. There's several Justins here. Justin Frostberg is Jason Smith's producer. Justin Cooper is Ben Maller's producer.
Well, until we get our own studio someday, Rich, you know what it means? We just got to work harder and then develop a crazy ego where we're like, no one else uses our studio.
These are my computers.
Right. So I'm Covino. That is the diva, Rich Davis. We hope you had a great weekend. A Chiefs, Bears, Rams, Cowboys, Shedeur Sanders sort of weekend.
Oh, what?
Not a Danny G's Raiders, not an Eagles sort of weekend. A Devin Haney, not a Heine sort of weekend.
And by the way, I wasn't too far off my Shedeur prediction. I said he put up like 170, 180, a tutty, maybe an interception. I was sort of on the mark. He wasn't lighting it up, but he did get the done.
You weren't far off.
You're so right, too, about the misconception or the stereotype, however you want to put it. People assume he's going to scramble. But he's very much a pocket passer. He's always been, but you saw that on full display in his first NFL start with the W. Props to him. We'll get you ready for Monday Night Football, Panthers versus Rich's 49ers. And there's a conflict in Rich's life.
Oh, we're going to get to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, we got lots to get to right now, broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. If you miss any of today's show, any show ever, catch the podcast, Covino and Rich, wherever you stream, and rate us 5 stars. But first and first, mostly, the YouTube page.
No, and of course, every Olympic dream starts with that first glide. Whew. Learn to skate, everybody. Learn to Skate USA. Kids build confidence, strength, and the joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities.
You think Clyde the Glide went to LearnToSkateUSA.com?
Find a program near you. Possibly LearnToSkateUSA.com. So let's get into it. We do it every Monday. Things that made you go,
Let's go, baby!
Things that make you go,
Things that make you go,
You know what made me go, I think Jameis Winston, and let me make this very clear, Jameis Winston has life figured out. I really believe this. Jameis Winston.
It's called faith.
Jameis Winston is the perfect example of how to operate in life. Jameis Winston gives hope to that guy that doesn't make a lot of money. Maybe he could still get the girl. Maybe your guy that doesn't have all the tools.
Are you saying even in loss, he still wins?
But
with
there's
366 yards and 2 tutties?
There's something about Jameis Winston and his personality and his positivity, and you could say the faith thrown in there, everything about Jameis Winston.
Leadership.
How do you not like this guy, even in a loss? Like, if your team has to lose, I feel like you want to lose with Jameis.
It is
like,
a
the guy
great lesson. Like, you could fail, you could fall, you could have a bad day, but you can still be positive and likable in the process.
Like, the Giants fans, I can't imagine anyone being like, man, I really hate this guy. His post-game, his pre-game, how kind and, charismatic he is with the press. The trick plays, him saying, I can play tight end if you need me to. Everything about Jameis Winston is gold. He is a winner in life. I don't care if he's
Except
losing
for
on
his team.
I don't care if he's losing on the
lost
field.
again.
But I'm saying he's a winner in life, which is way more important than on the football field. Jameis Winston, to me, comes across as a dude that we're going to want to see a lot of in the future. He's going to be part of some broadcast team. I don't know where. Or maybe he says F it and he does his own podcast or video show or something. But Jameis Winston, I feel like the Lions are not an unlikable team, but you found yourself rooting for the Giants. Like, come on. Like,
I picture him being more of a, I don't know, like a preacher or something. Like a Randy Watson. I don't know, like a preacher.
Randy Watson.
He's just a motivational speaker at this point. I could see him doing something like that. He'd be great in the booth. A guy like him with that charisma and that attitude is great really at anything.
Like everything the guy says, what does he say? He's like, we're on the outside, but we're on the inside. We're on the outside, but we're inside. Like everything the guy said yesterday, I'm like, you know what? If you're going to lose with Jameis Winston.
Don't you guys agree, though? It feels like every time he's playing on the field, he loses a one-score game every time.
Yeah, and you hit us up with that over the weekend. He's the king of the tough, close losses, Jameis Winston. But, again, he does it with class and positivity. But on the flip side of that, the Lions, they played a tough game. They're 7-4 now. Could they be back on track? I mean, they beat a hurt Giants team. The Giants made it close. I just give props to the Giants in that game. It was a tough battle.
I mean, you don't even need to play the schedule watch thing, Sam, because it's only on Thursday. So we're not looking that far ahead. What a great
You want me to sing it for you?
Yeah, please do.
Oh, schedule watching.
You know what? Who needs the production piece when we got Sam?
Yo, that was freestyling off the dome.
Thank
I
you.
loved your guitar riff in there.
And I did the little hand gesture, too.
And I saw a little foot pedal, too. That was awesome.
And if you're watching on YouTube, you got to see that. Look at that.
It's really hard to tell. We don't have a budget on this show.
So you only have to look till...
That was Sam's creative way of being like, I can't find the sound effect fast enough. I'll just sing it for you.
No, it's right here. I just
Hey,
want
he's
to
got it. I thought it was better him singing it.
sing it on a Monday.
You don't have to look further than Thanksgiving Thursday, your first game of the day. Lions hosting the Packers. And if you're trying to tell me, Covino, you're not quite sure where the Lions stand, well, what an amazing first game we have. While everyone's getting the fixins ready, you're sitting there getting ready to stuff your face. That first game on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, yeah.
And keep in mind,
by the way, people often ask me, like, what's your job? My job is to show up and watch some football. That's my job. I'm great at that. I'm not preparing fixins. I'm not basting turkeys. I'm not even opening the cranberry sauce can. I'm sitting there. That's what I do
I'm
best.
sure everyone else with you is like, wow, he's really contributing.
Well, people ask me, what do you do? What do you contribute? Like, nothing. I'm a good guest.
Oh, you some good stories?
Yeah,
you
some
bring
good
some
stories.
bring some laughers.
And what you just said, I'm so pumped to sit there, and I'm going to be liming and lamping watching this game.
Are you vibe setter? Is that your contribution?
Vibe setter, food eater, football watcher. That's my
Game
job.
observer.
You know what it is? And not
Top tier dad jokes.
Again, not to stereotype and not to paint in broad strokes and not to be sexist, but I got 3 sisters. I'm a mama's boy from New Jersey. I'm half Italian, half Mexican. My job's to do nothing because my mom babies me. I'm a big fat mother's boy. That's why. So my job's to sit there and watch this game, and I can't wait.
I will back up Covino in that there are a lot of women that say, get out of my kitchen.
Yeah.
Like it's not like there's guys that are lazy on purpose. Sometimes the guy is like,
I was conditioned to be this
what do you
way.
want me to do? Because how many times did mom be like you're in my way, get out of here?
I'm no help. I don't know. I'll eat the biscuits. I'll separate the crescent rolls. That's what I'm not really useful. So this is my plan, Rich. Thank you.
Guy. So your first game, Lions, who until last year, I know they just started getting good again a couple years ago. So it's
been a while now. It's been like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, but it's a deceptive stat. The Lions had lost seven Thanksgiving games in a row until last year. So did they go back to their bad Thanksgiving streak? Lions-Packers is a hell of a game. Lions favored by 2.5. That's your 3-point-ish home field advantage. So you got that to start the day. And what do we talk about? That stupid tie. Remember that stupid tie that Green Bay had? And we said, oh, that's going to mess up the standings?
Oh, I thought you meant the one Phillip Rivers used to wear.
Oh, the bolo tie? No, it's a great reference. Break out that joke at Thanksgiving.
All right.
But that tie leaves them like a half a game above or below people. Like right now, Detroit's 7-4, Chicago's 8-3. Who's in the middle of them at 7-3-1? The Packers with that whack-ass tie. And you could argue, Danny, do you remember that ball dropped in the back of the end zone and people said, the clock ran out?
Oh, of course.
But they were left 1 second to tie the game. So had that 1 second, Jordan Love took a little too much time, almost blew it. Had that been a loss, they'd be 7-4 instead of 7-3-1. So that half game is like just an eyesore, but also is great for people that love confusion. But you got the Lions, Packers, a great Thanksgiving Day. So that's a little Thanksgiving blessing to start the day.
Speaking of streaks, speaking of the NFC North, one of the observations I made over the weekend was the Bears in the streak that they're on. What is it, 4 in a row now? 31-28 over the Steelers. Got to start taking the Bears a bit more serious. And speaking of streaks, Bears 4 in a row, Ravens 5 in a row after beating the Jets. Denver still have 8 in a row, New England 9 in a row. But Bears are really playing well now, and it's like, we slept on them for a while. We weren't believing it. Now we're going to have to say, yeah, I think they're legit because you're hyping on the Packers, you're hyping on the Lions. The Bears are legitimate this season so far, 8-3 now.
Let me ask you, Daddy G, Ilo, Iowa Sam.
And by the way, it makes me go,
Any of you guys in the studio believe in the Bears truly yet? Like I'm talking, do you look at the Bears and say, oh, they can make a postseason run? Or
Dude, I said it last week. I'll say it again. With the Bears, it's like they're getting better, right? All these other teams that we talk about, it's like, 1 week they're good, 1 week they suck.
I like to see the Eagles have a setback. Eagles are up 21-0.
The Bears are like, picture the stock that just keeps climbing up a little bit.
And back to Detroit for a second. What has their offense been missing all season? Ben Johnson.
The play calling's not the same.
He's been doing a great job.
I was saying, you pointed out
offense.
last week, you're like, personnel's not the problem.
They don't have Sam Laporta either, which hurts because he was their second leading receiver. But
I mean, think about that. You're right. Well, it's like the Niners without Kittle, the Chiefs without Kelsey. Forget Sam Laporta is a force to that offense.
But Ben Johnson being in Chicago, I think Dan Byer or Jason Stewart, Doug's producer, said that there's a rhythm or a tempo missing with the Lions.
So if you're saying that about the Lions, the Eagles take a step back yesterday. They're up 21-0, and you're like, there's the Eagles. They put up a goose egg in the second half and let Dallas fight back and win. Nick Sirianni looked all, aggravated as could be after the game, rightfully so. Baker's hurt. He's stumbling around. That South stinks.
Hey, speaking of the Eagles, Rich, before you go too far.
There's 3 8-3 teams.
I got to say this. One of the things that made me go, involved the Eagles. And we'll take your phone calls at 877-99 on Fox. Let's get involved. We involve you every Monday. Any observation you made of Week 12, whatever you did this weekend, whatever you watched, it's all fair game. Speaking of the Eagles, when you look at all the scores, that game was really the only one that really surprised me. I'm not saying that I didn't think the Cowboys would battle, but I was surprised that they beat the Eagles. Me personally. So because all the other ones were predictable. I'm like,
the end of the Chiefs, or I should say, the second half of the Chiefs game didn't surprise you a little bit.
It surprised me a little bit, but this one was this is the one that stood out. When you look at all the scores, they all kind of made sense to me, except for that one.
Yeah.
So
dare I say this? Because you might say unpopular opinion. Sort of glad the Chiefs won. Not that I want them to go back to the Super Bowl and we have Chiefs fatigue. I feel like I want their story to continue, even if they get knocked out the last week of the regular season or they lose in the wild card round. I don't want to see the Chiefs go out like, oh, they're 5-6 after week 11.
He's quoting Cypress Hill, Danny G.
He is.
We're not going out like
Covino,
that.
what was surprising, though, in the second half is they, traded places. The Chiefs had the great running game, and Jonathan Taylor was quiet because the Colts just weren't on the field enough with their offense.
Yeah, no, that did stand out, too, but it still made sense to me because I keep waiting for the Chiefs to turn it around and play like the Chiefs and be better, and you have to figure the Colts are going to, drop a few here and there. So it made sense. If you look at all the scores, in a crazy season that has been 12 weeks of the NFL, nothing's been predictable. When you look at the scores this weekend, it made more sense than it has in all the other previous weeks. Most of the scores made sense except for, in my opinion, the Cowboys and the Eagles.
And that game was going the way you thought.
Yeah.
And then 21-0. I remember seeing that score. I had to run some errands during the late games because remember we said the late games weren't really that awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, let me run some errands.
What'd you have to do? What kind of errands did you have to run?
Truthfully?
Yeah.
Went to the gym, did a couple of because I realized it's a busy week, so I'm like, let me get an extra workout in so when I stuff my face later this week.
You got to
a
prepare.
couple extra workouts in the bank.
Fair enough. So we talked about the NFC North a lot.
Oh, but when I saw that score though, I was like, Eagles, they got this on lockdown. And then, touchdown. Oh, no, 21-14. You're like, what's going on here? And the Eagles, Danny, every week we say the good teams show they're vulnerable and can lose, and we've seen that with every single team except the Rams. The Rams are the only team right now, to me.
Yeah, the only team that's not bipolar.
Yeah, you're right.
Honestly, every team's got multiple personalities. When you look, you could argue that the Seahawks are better than we think because their only loss to a team like that is the Rams a week ago. So the Seahawks are 8-3.
Rams are on a 6-game streak too.
Eagles,
I skipped them before.
Eagles 8-3. The Bears 8-3. There's one team above the rest, and that's your 9-2 Rams, who look really good. When you think about the Rams' losses are two games that you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Who do you think the Rams lost to this year?
One of them was the Niners.
They lost to the Niners. Kyle Shanahan, remember that overtime game? Mac Jones was like limping around like a G. That was one game. They lost 26-23 in overtime to the Niners, and that was a great divisional battle that the Rams – remember the Rams fumbled on the 1-yard line? So you could say, well, that should have been a win.
Remember now you mention it, yeah.
So
what was the other one?
They're lining up for a game-winning field goal to win the game, and the Eagles blocked it and returned it for a touchdown. So
and they had a
26-7
lead in that game against the Eagles.
That's right.
And a 26-7 lead. So a big lead. So you're talking about a missed game-winning field goal and a fumble on the 1-yard line. The Rams could easily be 11-0. Like, I know that you hate to play those games, but the Eagles miraculously won that game. Blocked field goal, returned it for a touchdown, and the Niners, forced a fumble at the 1-foot line. If not for a couple little plays, we'd be talking about, man, the Rams are unstoppable because every other game they look way in control. And you're realizing that Devontae Adams, this guy found the fountain of youth.
Got to give props to the Rams. I don't think they get enough props, to be honest, because they dominated the Buccaneers over the weekend. And you heard Ilo's update. Baker Mayfield sprained AC joint, and somehow the Buccaneers are still tops of the NFC South at 6-5, but they lost 3 in a row, and it just feels like they fell off so hard. It feels like the Buccaneers were so competitive and so in it, and then the past few weeks it looks like, back to reality. It's just, they're sort of a middle-of-the-pack team, even though they're tops of the NFC South.
This is a wild thought.
I feel like the Rams really exposed them.
This is a wild thought because do you remember going into the season? Danny G, I feel like I was saying.
Remember, it feels like yesterday. I can't
believe
it's week 12 already.
We were all talking about Stafford gonna have his health in check enough to even make it through the season, and Matthew Stafford is having his best statistical career year. This it looks like a misprint. 30 touchdowns. 2 interceptions, quarterback rating of 113.7. Every statistical category is the best of his career. And rewind 3 months, we're like, could Stafford even healthily make it through the season? Maybe you should call it a day. No matter what happens this year, You would think that, but there's a lot of people that think maybe this is it for Stafford. He's got more gas in the tank. He's playing his best football.
You said fountain of youth for Devontae Adams. I think Stafford shared some of his water with Adams because think about what Clayton Kershaw said.
I was just going to say that.
He's like, that's my homie that I played with. He said, I look like an old man. Matt looks like he's still a youngster in sports.
But Stafford did say something about like watching him also inspired him and motivated him. I'm not saying that's the reason, but Kershaw, even hobbling out this year, went 11-2. So he put up solid stats. Maybe it did inspire him a little bit. They're very competitive. They've made reference to such things. So, it's cool to see.
I'm not saying he's going to match all this, guys. So let's keep it real. But Matthew Stafford's on pace for like 40-something touchdowns, 3
Props to
interceptions.
him, man.
Like, if he keeps his pace up, do you remember that one year where Aaron Rodgers was an MVP and looked unstoppable? And I think his QB rating and his TD to interception ratio was something like 30-something to 3. Matthew Stafford's putting up those numbers.
Again, he's 37.
Any talk of
young
any-
guy in life,
Yeah.
old guy on the field.
We
know how young he is, but
Any talk of anyone else winning the MVP this week or so just seems foolish. But then you got to remember, Tom Brady was winning some MVPs later in his 30s.
all right. Now, I'm glad you brought it up. This is flowing perfectly. You brought up Tom Brady.
Oh, thanks.
He made me say, this weekend. There was a story that Aaron Andrews came out and said that Tom Brady, we talked about noticeable improvements with the Bears. Sometimes you see noticeable improvements. It's great to see. She's saying that Tom Brady is night and day improving week to week as a broadcaster. So for the haters out there, the people that think he stinks,
Well,
for the Greg Olson fans that were very hard on him.
Could we not have Aaron Andrew, his cohort at Fox, report that? If it was from another source, I'd say,
but you don't think it's noticeable? I think it's noticeable.
I mean, it is, but when
because he's one of those guys that puts the work in. That's who he is.
But the story was put together by his coworker.
That doesn't make it not true. I mean, who else is going to be singing his
It
praises?
is noticeable because I'm not going to lie. When he was first doing games, I was like,
especially after Olsen.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. And then this season, I find myself enjoying the games that he's broadcasting.
Yeah, you went from being overly critical to now just sort of watching. It's a little mix of everything, but in broadcasting, you know better than anyone, Rich. It's about repetition. It's about doing it every day and being consistent. It's about your repetition. Yeah, it's about your reps. He hadn't many reps as a broadcaster, so we're seeing him get better and better. So Tom Brady making people go, and that's a story in the news as we speak. I got some non-football related observations, things I watched, but we want your observations next. 877-99 on Fox, Week 12. What were your observations? There's no wrong answers here. We want to hear from you next, right here, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
Now, do you know about the 3 T's of Thanksgiving?
Tell me about them.
Turkey for eating,
Okay.
table for gathering,
Ooh.
and touchdowns for winning.
Winning.
With DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing out before you even hit the dessert table.
With DraftKings Sportsbook, all the action's in your hands. First touchdown, anytime TD, live bets, every play, every snap, every game counts.
When the game gets good, the bets get even better.
Ooh.
Here's the best part. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
Ooh, when touchdowns happen, we feast. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code CRSHOW. That's code CRSHOW. Bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins.
In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. My proclamation. Iowa Sam, do you got some proclamation music? Hear ye, hear ye. Fox Sports Radio Nation. I have good news.
Introducing the greatest head in all the land.
Oh!
The man with the biggest noggin. From here to Eternia. I don't know. We're in Eternia now. Dickie Doodle Davis.
I'm here to say, good news, everyone. NFL fans of every team, you should be happy today because I'm here to tell you, no one's good.
Woo!
Everyone stinks. Your team has a chance. I've had a change of heart. My whole, Nick Bosa's out.
I was about to throw a tomato at you, but everybody has a chance is what you're saying?
My whole sentiment of Fred Warner's out, Bosa's out, how many Niners, I guess, next year. They have a chance. You know who else has a chance? Everyone else in the league, unless you're maybe the Titans, the Giants, Jets, or I don't know, who else? The Cardinals.
Can you give me a little credit, though? I want a little credit here.
And
this is Rich's proclamation. I'm not trying to take away, but we just came back from Arizona.
Yeah.
And we watched Rich's 49ers dominate. Granted, it's the Cardinals. I get it. But offensively, they could be really explosive. They were clicking with Purdy immediately. They're only going to click more and more, I would imagine, if they could stay healthy with what they got.
And
Rich was down in the dumps, as your mom would say, about the defense playing bad, or not playing bad, but, suffering from injury. But if you look around the rest of the league, if you listen to Monty Bolaños, everybody's hurt.
Yeah, I just heard
Nobody's playing 100.
I just heard you say that even Daniel Jones got an ankle thing going on now.
Calf.
A calf. So, everyone is banged up, and no one's that good. I'll give you the analogy. If you go to a bar, try to pick up some booty, and you look around, and it's a bunch of ugly dudes. An ugly dude has a chance then, because there's no good-looking dudes as your competition.
That's a weird analogy.
Thank you. Yes.
But I'm with you. I followed. But my point is, we're at this game.
If it's a bunch of tortas.
And Rich was sort of like, man, the 49ers are pretty good, right? And he gave me the right. And I'm like, dude, honestly, if they keep it up, they have just as much of a chance as anybody this year to win. And I feel like I got in his head a little bit because he didn't want to get too ahead of himself. But I think I sort of confirmed what you were feeling, right?
You perpetuated a thought that I sort of had a little bit, which was, you know what? Maybe every team does have a chance. Now, I don't want to ruin my own theory, but there are a couple teams that I'm like, yeah, they're pretty good. I don't think they're unbeatable. The thing is, we've lived in times where you were like, all right, it's Brady or Manning. We lived in times where it's like Seattle's defense or, the Chiefs. We've lived in times where there's certain teams that guaranteed you could punch their ticket to the AFC or NFC championship. Right now, it is as open as could possibly be. This is like, I'm telling you, look around the league and tell me one team you would put your money on. I dare you. Maybe the Rams, but Matthew Stafford's old. He's any given moment, he's a good dude. His kids go to the same places my kids go.
There's
I see him around town.
There's a question mark for all these teams.
But
even the Patriots who are hot right now.
Every team's a quarterback little stumble away from an high ankle sprain. No one's that great. So my point is, if you're like, my team's good, but I guess this is not the year. The minute you think, maybe the Packers are great, they're wishy-washy. The Lions, even Perfett, who was running the boards here, who was always like, Lions. He's like, yeah, they're just a regular team this year. And I go, yeah, so is everyone else. You tell me the Bears are in first place?
No.
You tell me Caleb Williams is going to win a Super Bowl? Get out of here. And if he
like
does,
my
good for
mom
him.
used to say, it's an old Mexican saying or something, or maybe, I don't know, in Spanish it sounds better as one of those. In the land of the blind, the Cyclops is king.
Your mom made that up?
No, but she would say things like that because she's weird. But it's true, right?
Well, so my analogy in the land of the uglies.
Land of suck, the average team is the best. You don't have to be that good this year to really stand out that much. It's anybody's league. When everyone stinks the way they're stinking, when there's no consistency, and every team is suffering with injury, in the land of suck, the average guy wins. Yeah, man. You're talking about Jameis Winston as if he has some higher power. And that higher power is as simple as George Michael singing right here. Faith. You got to have faith, and that's what he speaks from.
I'm
From
just
a
saying.
place of the man. Jesus is his homeboy.
I'm just saying, if you're going to lose, one of my first points last hour here on Fox Sports Radio was be like Jameis Winston. Honestly, you could be a guy, you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of looks. But if you're like really just bringing the smiles and the positive energy, I feel like there's no one hating on Jameis Winston. He's not winning. A couple funny trick plays, funny with the press, inspirational with his teammates. I think Jameis Winston's just a winner in life. And if your team's going to suck ass, might as well suck ass with Jameis Winston.
If you speak from a positive standpoint, yeah, what bad things could you really say about the guy? Covino and Rich live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And our show's sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL and NBA. Right now, use promo code CRSHOW to claim your special offer at DraftKings. Again, that's promo code CRSHOW for Covino and Rich Show. At DraftKings, the crown is yours. And coming up, I just want to remind you, Rich, it is a Monday Fun Day, which means last one standing, the game that's sweeping the nation. So if you want your chance to win, a new CNR on FSR Nerf Turbo Football. And by the way, I saw them. They're super sweet. Covino and Rich, Nerf Football, you got to call 877-99 on Fox. Last one standing. But right now, we're wrapping up things that made you go, any observation you made watching football, watching anything this weekend. Let's get the phones going at 877-99 on Fox. Danny G's on standby waiting just to say hi. Rich, I'm going to take it off of football just for 1 minute.
Man, what you got?
But it's still sports related. A lot of people missed a pretty decent fight card over the weekend. First of all, the Mexican monster Benavidez put on a show. I don't know if you saw some of the highlights. He literally took his opponent like by the back of the head and was just manhandling him.
I saw the highlight of that.
He threw like 32 punches in a row. Bam, bam, bam. Mexican monster. Benavidez showing that he's a force and that Canelo was ducking him the whole time. That's what he was saying.
Well, I'll give you something that
hold on, that was my observation. I started the show by saying, I hope you had a Haney sort of weekend, not a Heine sort of weekend. Devin Haney had a pretty impressive win. And whether you like him or not, his stats are pretty impressive in the sense that he's now 33-0 because that Ryan Garcia fight didn't count. That knockout didn't count. And he's a 3-division champ now. 3-division champ over Brian Norman. He took the WBO welterweight championship over the weekend at 147, but he looked solid and strong. He had a nice knockdown and a convincing win. So Devin Haney sort of redeeming himself a little bit, but 3-division champ.
Shocking how no one cares about him.
I'm not going to debate or deny that, but you can't take away the stats or the truth.
Usually when a guy is that deep in his career and he's undefeated.
In 3-division champions.
In 3-division champions, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm aware of him. I like him. I don't like him. I think people like Devin Haney, man, who cares?
He's one of the 4 kings until the whole division got a little convoluted and I don't know.
I think the worst thing that happened at that division of boxing was that outside New York City.
Yeah, it exposed a lot of it.
It sucked.
You're right. It was a suck card.
I haven't cared since.
And it made those guys look weak, and Devin Haney being one of them. But he had an impressive win over the weekend. So
I'll give you something that made me say,
It made me say,
More so than your boxing fun fact.
That make you go,
Wicked made $150 million at the box office.
How much?
150.
They were expecting 180 to 200.
So it still was huge.
It didn't beat Minecraft.
Well, there you go. Taking away my trivia question.
Oh.
Let's go to Iowa for an update. Anthony.
Man, I really rattled Rich.
Yeah.
I know. Who's Anthony?
Sorry.
Hey,
man.
what's up, Anthony?
I mean, it's not really a trivia question. Wasn't it just a stat that they were trying to outdo Minecraft opening weekend this year?
Yeah, I guess so. What's up, Ilo?
Minecraft, my 8-year-old. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He went as Minecraft for Halloween last year.
Are you trying a new sexy voice or you're a little under the weather?
I'm a lot under the weather.
Sorry
But
to hear that.
so is Baker Mayfield's shoulder. NFL media just reported he's been diagnosed with a low-grade sprain of his left shoulder, according to an MRI, but that's relatively good news. It means it's not expected to be a long-term injury. Shedeur Sanders will start at quarterback for the Browns Sunday against San Francisco. The Bengals expect Joe Burrow to return to action Thursday at Baltimore. Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy is in concussion protocol. Washington Commanders QB Jaden Daniels will return to practice this week, but is unlikely to play on Sunday Night Football against the Broncos. The New York Giants today fired defensive coordinator Shane Bowen. The Raiders named quarterbacks coach Greg Olson interim offensive coordinator. Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. Finally, guys, in college basketball. Today in Las Vegas, Baylor defeated Creighton 81-74. And the reason I'm mentioning this is that late in the second half, a foul was called against Creighton, and the Creighton broadcast crew was not in agreement. Listen.
Carr into the paint, missed the dunk, and a fucking foul? What are you talking about? That was 2 seconds after the play ended. He's outside the circle. He's outside the circle and he's set. He was outside the circle and he was set. Brett Smith blew it. He was set like the statue sitting out in front of New York, and they called that. That's an absolutely horse crap call. Unbelievable bailout call by an incompetent referee.
Jeez, I feel like I heard. I didn't hear an F-bomb in there, did I? In the beginning, a little beep.
Horse crap.
Oh, okay. Man, not happy, huh?
Man, I thought the exchange between Ja Morant and Klay Thompson was good over the weekend.
That was, my goodness. Thank you, Isaac Lowenkron.
Thank you, Isaac. Do you want me to get you a lozenge from the medicine cabinet? Do you prefer Sucrets, Pine Brothers?
Got to be way more powerful than that, I'm afraid.
Ricola.
Ricola. Yeah, have I...
Wait, hold on. What is that called?
Iowa Sam go on the top of a mountain.
Iowa Sam, did you bring your didgeridoo? Ricola. All right, we'll get you some Tussin in the meantime. Thank you, Lowenkron. All right, so we're Covino and Rich. Things that made you go, How about T.J. Watt surpassing his brother J.J. on the all-time sack list? I was surprised to hear that. Don't you feel like J.J. gets all the props, kind of?
You know what? You're right. It's like T.J. slowly... but T.J.'s been so dominant. But yeah.
All right, but wouldn't you think that J.J. was way ahead?
Yeah, it's
just based on reputation.
I was going to say it's because of J.J.'s personality,
That's
too.
That's it.
Yeah.
The Jameis Winston effect. Be personable. You get extra bonus points.
Yeah, look at that. I think we all had that misconception, right? Just simply based on personality and who J.J. is and who J.J. was. T.J. passed his big bro on the all-time sack list with a strip sack versus the Bears.
Kirk Cousins show you enough to maybe get a little love somewhere else?
Well, you know what? It made me say in the sense that it was good to see his intensity. You know, that Kirk Cousins' intensity, that fire. So props to him. Again, he had, just about 200 yards, 2 tutties, 1 INT with the win over the Saints. So props to him. That's a shame what's happening to that dude with Atlanta. You know, he deserves to play. At least I thought so.
Man,
you give him that big fat contract. I mean, he's getting paid, so I don't feel that bad, but
I think one of the crazy stories right now is that the 1-5 Ravens are now 6-5, and
we called it when we schedule watched.
I mean, I'm not going to say I told you so because it wasn't like a big outlandish thing. I said, look at their schedule; it's sort of weak, and if they're decent, they'll win. They're going to keep winning, and the crazy part about it, the Steelers look vulnerable as can be, and they play each other in a couple weeks, and that might be an opportunity for Aaron Rodgers to say not so fast, or for them to put a little nail in the coffin of the Steelers. That's going to be an interesting one. Let me tell you when that happens, because they still have to play twice this year, and once is in 2 weeks. So
who would have bet at this point in the NFL season that the New England Patriots would have the best record in the whole league?
Nuts. And 9 in a row?
Yeah.
Is that what I said before? Yeah, 9 in a row. They're on a 9-game streak, more than anyone else in the NFL right now.
Right now, they're both 6-5. The Ravens and Steelers. Steelers have to host the Bills, and the Ravens have to play on Thanksgiving Day against the Bengals. So the Ravens could actually be a game ahead of Pittsburgh, and then they play each other the following week. So that's working out just the way we want it as well. I feel like it's close. It's fun.
one more observation, and it has to do with comedy. I watched Sebastian Maniscalco's comedy special on Hulu, and he's one of our favorites. But he has turned, or let's say evolved, right? Because we all do. But he's turned into a caricature of himself. Because what used to really make us laugh, the animated, physical comedy, has just really owned his whole stage presence.
And you saw them joke about that on Saturday Night Live a week ago when they did an impression of him.
But the news is so funny, though, because he tells like these average, everyday stories. I was at the zoo, but he's so like animated and over the top now that you can't help but laugh at.
And he's impersonating himself.
Yes,
and you know what it is? It's not that I'm certainly not saying his writing isn't good, but we used to be fascinated with like, oh, we know an Italian guy like that, or some cultures would be like, oh, it's similar to like a Mexican family or a Dominican family. Like he talked about my old school parents and his voice. That's what led his routine. Covino's right. He's now like Jim Carrey and John Ritter combined. This guy, everything he says, every word,
ain't right.
Yeah,
and he's screaming. He's way more animated. He's yelling. It's so funny to see the evolution of this guy. It's the SpongeBob effect. He saw what got the laugh, and he just stuck with it and ran with it when SpongeBob split his pants. So anyway, your thoughts, your observations, we'll wrap it up next. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
All right, now, Covino.
Yes.
You know, come football Sundays, a lot of people want to come by my house. I got the setup, break out the multiple TVs, but that middle one, that main one, TCL.
Oh, yeah, that TCL looks ridiculous.
Exactly, buddy. Hey, the QD Mini LED, the brightness is wild, the contrast is deep, the color's spot on, and the motion? Ooh, silky. It just looks better.
And now the price looks even better. Bigger, brighter, better. Black Friday with up to 50% off select TCL TVs, including the Ultimate Series.
From the QM8K, the ultimate choice, ultimate brightness, ultimate black levels, for the ultimate game day experience, to the QM6K. There's a sweet spot for every room.
Premium picture on sale now. Plus, you still enter to win 4 tickets to Super Bowl 60, which is super dope. 4 tickets. Sign me up with TCL Ultimate Season to Score at TCL.com.
Hit your favorite retailer and grab this amazing deal. Lock in epic experiences, epic savings, and undeniable bragging rights now through Black Friday while supplies last.
TCL, official TV partner of NFL. Bigger, brighter, better. Black Friday. Select models. Limited time. See TCL.com for details. It really looked, for the first time in forever,
Okay, Elsa.
like LeBron James was having fun. It looked like he was, I get it, it was his return, he was excited, but there was a different vibe and a different level of fun and excitement from LeBron James, and that's the fun and excitement you need to have, I think, to win in this league. When there was too much pressure on LeBron, it wasn't fun, and it was all on him. If he's able to dish it around like this, man, they're unstoppable. I've said it, prisoner of the moment, but I mean it. Let's go.
Well, I love that phrase, prisoner of the moment, because I'm going to say a very prisoner of the moment type of thing. They're 11-4. They're not like average. The Lakers are good, but there's a team in the West. You might have heard of them, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who might lose like 3 games all year. They just don't lose. OKC just doesn't lose. Here's my question. If LeBron's playing fun, and we know the end is near, and I do have the sentiment that when all is said and done, LeBron retires, I think we're going to look back at times and say, you know what, we were hard on him. We didn't really appreciate him. The constant comparisons to MJ and Kobe. And, I know he sort of did it to himself with the whole not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we still hanging on to that LeBron Miami Heat thing?
Personally, no, Rich. I'm not a LeBron lover. I got to make that clear. I'm not a hater either, right? I respect greatness and have admired his career. He kicked off season 23. I believe he kicked it off with a 3, right, Danny G? A sweet bucket to kick it off, and that passes Vince Carter, most all-time, 23 seasons. When I see him with his LeBronaham Lincoln beard, and it's getting a little gray, and he's just rocking that thinned-out sort of look, I'm looking at him not with the same lens that I looked at him before. Not 5, not 6, not 7. I'm looking at him now as a guy who has his son in the league. He's having fun. He has the ability to switch his game up, but he has this wisdom about him now, and at least even that look in his face, he looks older now. And I don't know, man. I'm rooting for him in a different way. Yo, dude, have at least one more great season and stick it to this OKC team, man. They're young, but he's LeBron, and they have superstars. They've got Luka. They've got Bronny off the bench hitting threes.
Stop it! Don't be making it sound like Bronny's like a contributor.
That was a dope moment. No, but even Ayton had 20 points. I didn't even bring that up. He had 20 points. If LeBron's able to dish it around, they made some crazy passes last night. All right, I looked at him as a guy yesterday. To answer your question, Rich, not a guy that you wanted to roll your eyes at. I looked at him as a guy who we've seen grow up. In fact, we've grown up with together. Well, he's getting older, and I can only root for that. I saw LeBron the man last night, not LeBron the attitude-having basketball player.
Covino, you and I have been together a long time as a radio, friendship and partnership. We saw LeBron go from Cleveland to Miami to the Lakers. That we've seen the journey, and I was Sam running the boards. I know we play that clip all the time. The not 3, not 4, not 5,
not 2, not 3, not 4. Not 5.
Are we still holding it against LeBron? His one, because it came across so arrogant and never really came to fruition. They won a few in Miami, but I look at LeBron now, and dare I say, as the season continues, and Oklahoma City right now in Vegas is a plus 175 to win the NBA Finals. They are like leaps and bounds above anyone else as favorites to win back-to-back NBA titles. The Lakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got the 6th best odds at plus 1,400. Could there be a sentiment that the LeBron haters maybe change their tune and it becomes the fun story? Yo, LeBron.
Back in the days in the boulevards of Linden, Covino and Rich. With A Tribe Called Quest, my absolute favorite hip-hop group of the 90s. Who said it? Somebody said it. The Nirvana of hip-hop.
Who said it?
R.I.P. Fife Dog.
Yeah, he was the best. Covino and Rich.
So many observations from Week 12 of the NFL. And it wraps up tonight. Niners, Panthers, which, by the way, it's going to be a heck of a game. That has implications, especially if you're a Panthers fan. Dare I say this, because you know me, I'm a Niners guy. You win this game, that division that we thought was Tampa's is certainly not. Certainly not their division. Baker is banged up. That team looks soft. They got, that game wasn't even a game yesterday.
What you know about game?
By
the way, you know who said that about A Tribe Called Quest? I remembered. Our old pal Michael Rappaport.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, and it's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. The Cowboys came all the way back from the dead.
Snap and hold, 42-yard kick from Aubrey. The Cowboys have won this football game. Butter. I don't know when they've won one that felt like this. 42 for Aubrey, and the Cowboys win 24-21.
That was a surprise to me, but props to them. That's courtesy of Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. That was our Tire Rack play of the day. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive.
Tire Rack.
Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation.
Well, dare I schedule watch too much?
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Tire Rack. Dare I schedule watch too much?
The Rich loves to look at the schedule game.
Schedule watching. Yeah. The Panthers play the Bucks twice still. So they're both at 6-5 right now, and the Panthers obviously have not had their bye week yet. They're both 6-5. So Big Mike, you know the guy who runs this place? Who's the only Panthers fan I know?
Mm-hmm.
Even if they lose to the Niners tonight, they still have their destiny in their own hands because they just have a little bit of a rough go at it because they play the Rams, but then they play the Rams and the Seahawks, but they do play the Saints and they play the Bucks twice. So don't count them out even if they do lose tonight. They'll be a half a game behind the Bucks, but with Baker ailing and that team just not looking right, the Panthers could drop a couple, and the winner of that division could be that. You know, the 4 seed sometimes is like 10-7 and not so great. Dare I say 9-8? No wild card's going to make it with that record, but I think the winner of the South could be 9-8 or 10-7. But you're not going to get a wild card, I don't think, with less than with even 10 wins perhaps. So with the way the NFC North is, with the three-headed monster of the Bears looking like they're for real, the Lions and the Packers, and then you look in the West and you say, well, the Rams, Seahawks, and Niners, there's not going to be a team that wins 9 or 10 games that makes the wild card. But watch, you'll see. The team that wins the NFC South is going to be that 4 seed that gets to host a wild card game, and they're going to be like 9-8. It's going to be like the 9-8 Panthers or the 9-8 Tampa Bay Bucks. Like,
it ain't right.
Yeah, but that's football. There's always that weak division that gets the benefit of the one home game. You'll see. I mean, that's not a big outlandish bet. I don't think anyone in that division wins double digits.
Okay, so we'll wrap it up. Any other thoughts? Any other phone calls? The feedback on YouTube too. Covino and Rich FSR. You still haven't signed in, huh? Rich is protesting signing in the corporate computer. Hey, why do they make it difficult? We're radio hosts. We're not IT guys. You know, can we just sign in?
Oh, I just saw a video of Spot. He just huffed and puffed, and he's marching in here.
You're not the it guys?
No, we're not.
But Spot, it's like it's signed under some dude's name that I don't know.
He just mumbled bozos.
But anyway, your feedback is appreciated. We're very thankful Thanksgiving week for all your feedback, for putting up with us. Props again to the Chiefs,
I don't know my
to the Bears.
I have to know my iHeart sign-in?
To the Rams. I feel like every week we come here like, man, the Rams. They're still not getting the respect they deserve. The numbers are there. The wins are there.
Yeah.
But as far as the respect, it's their league right now. But we're not really making it. We're still waiting for someone else to step up. It's the Rams and the Patriots. Props to the Cowboys. Props to Shedeur Sanders. I thought he looked good. I like what he had to say, too, about, look no further than him. Something along those lines. I'm the guy you've been looking for. And that's on him to continue proving that. Again, the Eagles, I don't know what happened. Danny G, your Raiders are just ass.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like the mutual respect between Gino and Shedeur at the end. I thought that was kind of cool to see. And some good boxing. It was a nice weekend of sports.
There's one question Danny hit me up during the break with, which I agree completely. So the big test for Shedeur is going to be interesting because next week, the Niners are coming off a little bit of a shorter week. They have Monday night, so they're going to be playing the Browns. Will Shedeur Sanders perform against a Robert Saleh defense? That, to me, is the big question.
Hey, Rich, can I wrap it up with one more?
Please do.
This weekend was my daughter's Sweet 16, and my goodness, the stress involved in that. You know what I noticed? You know what made me say, We've observed this before, but teens love to dance.
And from the pictures I've seen, they don't like to dress up, though.
They love to dance. They have no shame, these kids. They're not embarrassed.
Dance in Crocs.
We're going to play some games next hour. Stick around. It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, "Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense." Her mom walked in. "Can you believe he was dead the whole time?"
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, "Oh, look at that bozo over there," and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Shedeur Sanders will start at quarterback for the Cleveland Browns on Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers. The Cincinnati Bengals expect Joe Burrow to return to action on Thursday at Baltimore. NFL media reports Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield has a low-grade sprain of his left shoulder, according to an MRI today, meaning it's not expected to be a long-term injury. Minnesota Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy is in concussion protocol. Washington Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels will return to practice this week, but is unlikely to play on Sunday Night Football against the Broncos. The New York Giants fired defensive coordinator Shane Bowen today. The Las Vegas Raiders named quarterbacks coach Greg Olson as their interim offensive coordinator after Chip Kelly was fired last night. NBA Portland head coach Chauncey Billups pled not guilty today to money laundering and wire fraud conspiracy charges. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
Yeah, that's the trick. They look confident, appear to know what they're doing.
That's it.
All
And
you
by the
gotta
way,
do.
you smell that? I smell the fixins. You smell the fixins?
Ooh, almost there, man.
I smell some turkey ass. It's the best part. Can't wait for the fixins. It's Thanksgiving week. We're thankful for you, Fox Sports Radio Nation. Be extra thankful if you hit up our YouTube page, Covino and Rich FSR. We're streaming live, but subscribe for free, and our bonus podcast is there as well. Overpromised, episode 118 and 119. This week, we welcome Manny Pacquiao's son. He makes his debut this coming weekend. Overpromised, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, and we be rocking out. Let's go!
Got to remind you as we do it live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, get this. Sesame Street helped raise all of us. From Cookie Monster to, you do a good Elmo, right?
You're Elmo. You do a better Elmo.
Now it's our turn. Donate the holiday season. Donate this holiday season at sesame.org because the world needs Sesame and Sesame needs you.
Also, our show is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NFL and NBA. And right now, you could use promo code CRSHOW to claim your special offer at DraftKings. Again, that's promo code CRSHOW for Covino and Rich Show. At DraftKings, the crown is yours. Now, one more reminder, Rich. Everything's happening at Covino and Rich FSR, like I said, including our Manny Pacquiao's son interview, Jim Well Pacquiao. Covino and Rich FSR, but we're filling in for Dan Patrick on Thursday. I want to remind everybody to wake up with us, watch the parade, hang out with CNR, get your Thanksgiving Day going. Covino and Rich in for DP on Thursday.
Nice. Real quick, before I get to a dilemma, I wanted to run past you guys, and we'll give away a prize. We're going to play Last One Standing, a fun game. I had a dumb thought about...
You could just say thought.
I had a thought about blowing up your team, but Big Mike, who runs this place?
Never heard of him.
I did a little schedule crunching.
Never heard of them.
And the Panthers are 6-5. Now, if you do the math, that means they have 6 games left, right?
Okay.
They play the NFC West, which is tough because they have to play the Rams, Niners tonight, and the Seahawks. So even if they drop all 3 of those games, the Panthers play the Bucks twice and the Saints once. The Saints, you could say that's a dub, right? If they sweep the Bucks, let's say Baker's banged up and the team's not what they were. If they sweep their 3 division games, they could drop those 3 NFC West games and still win that division at 9-8. They would win that division at 9-8.
Schedule cruncher.
I'm a schedule cruncher too. All right. You know what? We're gonna get to a game. Any other final thoughts on football or no?
No, like I said, I was talking to Danny G off the air. Felt like the NFL got on track this weekend. There was only 2 surprises. One, in my opinion, and again, that's the Cowboys beating the Eagles. And you could say the Colts had that game, but I felt like the Chiefs could win that game.
But I think everything you just said, though, while it was a little predictable, and
it was like the first predictable week out of the first 12 weeks of the NFL.
But what it did, though, was it continued our sentiment and our whole vibe of no one's really that good because the Colts lose, the Eagles lose, and Buffalo lost on Thursday.
Yeah, the theme is still the same.
The theme of
it was a predictable week.
No one's really that good continues, except for the Rams, who just look lights out. And knock on wood, no one's vulnerable to injuries and some there's still a third of a season to get sidetracked. But as of right now, the Rams look like a league of their own in the NFC, if you ask me. A big trade in baseball happened. I know it's baseball offseason, and we were, we talked a lot of baseball this year. Yankees, Mets, Dodgers. There was some great pitching and great hitting around baseball in general. Baseball had a poppin' season.
Oof, yeah. I feel tired thinking about it.
The big dumper, Aaron Rodgers, or Aaron Judge, that was a big story all year.
Huge.
The first big trade happened in the offseason, and it involved my team. So I just want to bring it up real quick. I don't know if you saw Brandon Nimmo of the New York Mets, who's been a lifer, the longest tenured Met as of, yesterday. He had been a Met since back in the day. We're talking about a guy who spends his whole career, one of those very few cases of, hey, he might be there his whole life. The Mets dealt Brandon Nimmo to the Texas Rangers for Marcus Semien. And the fans are reacting, and Stearns, the Mets GM, is getting a lot of flack for this one.
Why? Because he's homegrown? That's what happens. People get too soft and sentimental.
Well, I'm so glad you said that.
And I understand, but I'll give you like my example of that. Everyone's like, bring Don Mattingly home. And I get it. He's like my hero. I love Don Mattingly. But you think he's the guy that's going to bring the winning attitude and change the stars for the Yankees? It's just that homegrown, that's our guy feeling that you never let go of.
Yeah, but not only that, I don't want people to think this is solely about the Mets. Let me make this just a bigger point in general. Danny, it could be about your Lakers or Dodgers or Raiders.
Well, if you want certain things, sometimes you have to give things up.
But not even that. It's not even the dumb fandom, which is like, you know what we should do? Because you always have those dumb friends that are like, we should give up, and they name like 5 prospects, and they're like, and in return we'll get like Scooble, right? It's like, that's not how it works, you dimwit. You know what we should do? And they name like 3 middle infielders for Skeens. Yeah, Sam, the Pirates will love that.
Yeah, no one wants to give up someone that they kind of like, or that's been around, or is a fan favorite, especially homegrown.
But even the next level, you can't win 83 games. And I'm just using my Mets as an example, but again, insert your team here. You can't underdeliver, maybe miss the postseason or be like an early elimination, and then say, man, we need to blow up this team. And when they just start doing that, you're mad about it. Like, you can't be the guy that said, yo, we need to revamp.
Yeah, blowing up the team doesn't mean just getting rid of people that you don't like.
You can't say,
that means
like,
you might have to get rid of some important people.
Like, I've had dumb friends be like, Mets need to blow it up. They just need to keep Lindor, Alonso, Soto, Nimmo, and they name like the whole team.
Our
like,
favorite example in the past few years is, when the Red Sox had to blow up their team or start fresh, it was getting rid of Nomar Garciaparra.
And they win a World Series.
And they won a World Series the next year. That's how you do it. You don't get rid of some rando guys that really don't impact the team at all anyway.
I mean, you see that in all sports, but if you have a core of players together, let's say the 3, 4, or 5 guys on your team that, that represent your team. Those are the jerseys kids are wearing. That's the players maybe all-stars, maybe pro bowlers if it's football. If your team continues to fall short, those guys may be good players, but together, clearly it's not working. Fans have a hard time. Fans, again, fanatical. They don't quite understand that to get other things, you need to give things up. And when you say blow up the team, you need to put your feelings aside and say, yo, this core of players, it wasn't working.
It's not easy, though.
No,
it's not. It's sad that a homegrown guy that's been around for a bunch of years is gone.
But then when you say blow up the team, who are you going to get rid of? When you say blow up the team, you're insinuating the core of the team is not working.
And if you want to get these big stars, you have to make these moves. Stating the obvious,
Free up
but
some money.
I'm hearing the Mets are trying to make a push for guys like Cody Bellinger, too.
And Tucker and Schwarber and all these.
How do you plan on getting those dudes?
You got to unleash some Nimmo money and say, hey, it's been fun, dude. Didn't work out.
Exactly. And again, not to make it about Yankees Mets, but they're the only ones that are making moves right now.
Yeah.
Mets dropped Nimmo, and you told me today, I didn't even hear this, that Hal Steinbrenner said that he wants to cut budget.
Yeah.
So the Mets are looking to spend, the Yankees are looking to cut back. What's that about?
So, hey, winter meetings aren't even here yet. So I'm sure we'll touch on baseball more throughout the winter, but back to the NFL, back to basketball.
Back to Wicked.
Oh, and my dilemma tonight.
It's all about Wicked. Hey, before you tell us about your dilemma, I know it's Wicked involved.
Yeah.
What am I hearing about, like a steamy sex scene in the movie Wicked?
No, I heard
it's like
a kiss.
Is that it?
Honestly, like, yeah.
I'm like, what is a steamy sex scene doing? What business does it have doing in like a family movie?
Yeah, but it's not. It's someone over exaggerated
really?
too. Yeah.
Like big liars? Okay.
Yeah, they're like there's like a makeout.
Rich will see it and get back to you.
Yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow.
How about a timestamp here, though? Remember when the first one came out and everyone was raving about it? Wicked, man. Did you see it? You believe we got to wait a year for the next one?
Here we are.
Just like that. Just like this.
Year of our lives.
Like this. It's disgusting. It really is. It's gross. I guess we're already here. Second one's already out. That's a joke.
So here's my wicked dilemma. And I'm not from Boston. Yeah, I got a wicked dilemma. My head was up my ass as usual.
And Rich has a big giant head.
Yeah. Hurts. Head was up my ass as usual. So last week, I'm like, I want to go see Wicked with the kids. Wife and kids will have a little movie night.
Watch out for that sex scene.
I really don't care. You watch movies when you were a kid, right? I remember watching
6 and 8.
Ben.
How old do you think I was when my dad was watching Bachelor Party?
Benny, close your eyes.
Yeah.
I remember watching like nudity scenes with my grandparents in the room and feeling so embarrassed. My kids need a little embarrassment. So I looked for tickets this weekend. As you can imagine, they were all sold out. Movie made almost $200 million. So I said, you know what? The kids are off from school next week. They don't have to wake up early. They could sleep in. Yeah, let's go Monday night. Oh, well, get that perfect back of the theater, middle of the theater. Reserve my tickets. Boom, 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 boom.
But Monday night, when you're thinking about, do I have anything going on, you have to think Monday night football.
I never watch Monday Night Football.
What do you mean?
It's like my one day off.
What does that even mean, bro?
Meaning Monday
you say
night,
things as if it makes sense because you said it. That doesn't make sense.
Monday Night Football lost its pizzazz to me. Sunday Night Football is like, in my mind.
But it's still Monday night. What's taking precedence over football?
Yeah,
like
and
your mind still.
it's your team.
Yeah, but you still think, even if you don't even know who's playing, right? Monday night, is anything going on? Monday Night Football. Like the thought has to cross your mind.
Nah,
you're saying it's such a non-factor.
Monday night is the most casual I watch the NFL. Sunday, I got multiple
over
TV
Thursday's the ass game.
No, Thursday. Thursday's like we're getting ready for the weekend. Amazon Prime, throw it on. I love Al Michaels' voice. It makes me feel like it's like
you're alone on this, dude.
Al Michaels' voice.
Monday is way bigger than
Al
Thursday
Michaels'
night.
voice is like hot apple cider in the fall. Makes me feel warm inside.
It's like the smell of jasmine and wood chips in the winter. It's cozy. It's
I love
comforting.
Al Michaels.
It's like Jersey pizza. Oh, yeah. You smell that?
But to
Piece
me,
of each.
Ooh.
I watch, between watching football all day Sunday night, Monday, unless it's a
You're
game
exhausted.
unless it's a game I really care about, I sort of put the kids to sleep, and by the time the kids are getting ready to doze off, it's like the third or fourth quarter, and I'll catch the second half, and I'll go back and watch the highlights of the first. But Monday Night Football is my least watched, and you know me, I watch way too much football. But Monday night's my casual, like, I'll have it on, but maybe not, who knows. I didn't think to look at who was playing, because I booked them last week, and I'm like, Monday night. My 49ers are on.
You dope.
And then I realized, well, tomorrow night, I'm having a party with my son's baseball team, end of the season party. Wednesday's the night before Thanksgiving. My wife's going to be getting all the fixins ready. And I was like, then's Thursday, and then I'm not going to go to the theater on Black Friday. I want to sit on my ass and watch football and, like, shop on my phone.
American cheese.
So I said, Monday's the only day that works. Perfect. Monday night. And then I realized the show time of this movie is the exact same time as the game. The 3-hour window of the game is the show time. So.
And that's a good game, too. Panthers are good. Playing at 49ers.
Niners need the dub.
Yeah, 6-5 Panthers, 7-4 49ers. It'll be a fun one.
So, I'm going to pull a 2000 style. I'm going to pull your parents' move. You ever have your parents turn their phone off, and you're like, who turns their phone off? That's a parent move, right?
Yeah, old people.
Hey, sorry, Richie. What? I tried to get a hold of you. Yeah, my phone was off. Your phone was off.
Or they left it home or something. Yeah, I left the phone home. You leave it home?
If I left my phone at home, I might make it 2 blocks, and I realize, why is my Apple Play not connecting? Oh! And I turn around frantically.
They're more free than you are, Rich.
They are. You know what?
Look
They
at
are.
this prison you live in.
I'm a prisoner to my phone like everyone.
If any person leaves their phone home, they scramble back as fast as they could because they assume someone's looking through it.
Oh, yeah. Most of our parents don't have any social calendar whatsoever, so they can turn their phone off.
Yo, do you guys have the situation, too, where, like, you'll call your mom's phone and your dad answers? When I call my dad, my mom answers.
Yeah, my
It's
wife
like,
and I are that
you
way
guys
now.
share phones?
Yeah,
What's going on in your weird house?
My wife answers my phone. I answer hers. They're just laying on the table.
Stop that. I'm not calling
I'm not
you.
up to scandalous behavior
Yeah,
anymore.
but I'm not calling her either.
I'm a grown man.
Rich and
It's not
Sarah.
about scandalous behavior. If I'm calling you, I expect you.
Rich and Sarah also share the same Facebook page.
Yeah, they
No,
share
I
socks.
don't do that. That's for scumbags.
They share socks. True story.
That's for people
Keep
that make
your individuality a little bit. It's your phone.
You see a guy that shares a social media page with his wife, he got caught doing something.
Dude, you know how dumb
terrible
I feel
stuff.
when I'm like, what's up?
Anyway.
And I hear, hey, Covino, it's Sarah. I'm like, oh, I thought it was Rich. It's embarrassing.
So, long story short, too late. I'm going to the movies tonight, obviously, with my kids. But I'm going to turn my phone off Because would you guys agree that there is no way on planet Earth your team could be playing and for 3 hours no one hit you up with a spoiler?
Impossible in today's world.
Yeah,
impossible.
So I before I left for work today, just to make sure, I set the DVR 15 minutes before Monday Night Countdown. I DVR'd whatever was on afterwards for a half hour just in case. But when I tell you, I hit that theater, I'm turning my phone off. I'm like, I'm with my wife and kids. Who could possibly call me that's important? So
nobody.
Just know that
nobody. It's just we're so bound to it. Like Sam said, we're prisoners to it. No one in that situation is important. You're with your family.
And dare I say,
doesn't matter.
I'm not even joking when I say this. I'm bringing my AirPods with me, and I'll tell you why. From the theater to the car, there's a couple sports bars at the mall, and I'm just going to put in headphones. You ever see that episode of How I Met Your Mother where none of them got to watch a Super Bowl? So they all agreed we're going to watch it the next day. And for one day, they had to avoid anything related to the Super Bowl. I feel like it's going to be difficult to avoid anything for 3 hours. So I'm just
saying in 2025.
It's impossible.
Is it possible to avoid the outcome of the game so he could actually enjoy it after the movie Wicked? Now, I say probably not. And it's not even just friends spoiling it or people hitting you up like, yo, dude, did you see that? Your muscle memory will pick your phone up and start scrolling. You could be half a scroll, and your algorithm's going to show you the score.
Yeah, phone. I'm not even turning. And know what I told my wife?
Happens to me with fights all the time.
I'm going to call Rich's wife and give her the score.
Oh, I tell you, Danny. I told my wife. I said, when we get back from the movie, you're going in the house first, because sometimes you queue up something on the DVR and it hits it like where it is now live. I'm like, I need you. You're going to go in the house first, queue it up to like kickoff, and then tell me it's okay to come in. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to hear from anybody, and I just wonder if it's possible.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
A filter on your phone where you can shut off all sports updates. You can watch things on your own time.
Danny G, I even feel as though I'm going to walk from the movie theater to my car, and movie theaters are usually attached to a mall. What if even if I see a guy in
don't look over there?
I might see a guy in a 49ers hoodie,
don't look.
And then I'll look at his face. Like,
don't look at him.
Is he smiling?
Don't even look at him.
Is he sad looking?
Is there a way to avoid the score and the game in today's world?
And then, Big Mike, who you guys still deny he runs this place.
Who?
He definitely runs this place.
Big Mike was saying, like, to be honest, I actually really enjoy DVRing a game and watching at my own time. I could fast through the timeouts and the commercials, and you could watch a 3-hour game in like an hour and a half. And I go, yeah, Mike, I feel you on that. I just feel like sports are the only thing I really do insist on watching live. So I'm going to feel so off doing this, but I'm glad you guys agree that in 2025, you need to turn the phone off. You can't you can't assume.
So the question is, Fox Sports Radio Nation, which one of you is going to spoil the game for Rich tonight?
If someone does.
I'm going to walk into the movie theater and I'm just going to scream out the score.
Yeah, in the middle of Ariana Grande singing, I was saying it's going to be like 21-10 at halftime.
I'm going to walk in during that steamy sex scene.
Yeah, in the middle of
yell at the score.
Ariana Grande sucking face. That's what it's going to be.
Because I knew you. 17-10. Son of a...
Oh, man. So that's the dilemma. And that's the question. In 2025, is there a way to do what Rich is going to try to do tonight?
No, you have to honestly turn it all off. And I'm going to do it. And it's going to be weird because you're right. How many times? Think about how often you just nervously look at your phone. You could be in line for popcorn and you'd be like, oh, let me scroll. Like,
yep.
It's very...
You just got to put it away.
We're addicted. All right. Hey, coming up, we're going to play. I don't know about you. My favorite game here on Fox Sports Radio. Last one standing. We're going to get a contestant now. So if you want in, the number is 877-99 on Fox. Danny G prepares, I'll be honest, the most intense trivia game done on radio. Is that a tease or what?
On radio.
On broadcast.
On radio in the world.
On Earth. We do it next right here on Fox Sports Radio.
No more waiting. Your goals start now. This Black Friday, take your workouts around the world with Nordic Track and iFit. Save big on treadmills, bikes, and rowers at NordicTrack.com. Nordic Track. Train anywhere. Explore everywhere.
All right, now, do you know about the 3 T's of Thanksgiving? Turkey for eating, table for gathering, and touchdowns for winning. With DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing out before dessert.
With DraftKings Sportsbook, all the action's in your hands. First touchdowns, anytime TD, live bets, every play, every snap, every game counts.
When the game gets good, the bets get better. Here's the best part. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
When touchdowns happen, we feast. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code CRSHOW. That's code CRSHOW. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins, in partnership with DraftKings.
The crown is yours.
I feel like there's something getting in the way of us acknowledging Austin Reeves as a superstar.
Honestly, it's the most obvious observation, which would be an obvious observation. But could it be that he's just such an unassuming superstar? Like, he's such a goober, such a aw shucks kind of guy that he doesn't get the credit he deserves?
Just say out loud what everyone's thinking.
I'm just
he's
saying,
like a goofy-looking white guy.
Yeah, maybe that's what gets in his way, because the stats are showing otherwise. The stats are saying he's on his way. He's on his way to superstardom. He's on his way to being a bigger star. He already should be that guy because he's got the numbers and he's on the Lakers. He's in L.A. He's playing with Luka and maybe tonight with LeBron. Like, he should already be that guy, but he's taken like a slow burn to the mountaintop.
You just said it. You said it. I'll give you the analogy, as our show intro said. I could somehow turn an analogy. What was it? Micah Parsons and sweaters? How about this? The Bachelor and Austin Reeves.
Okay.
You ever watch The Bachelor? Might have got stuck watching with the girlfriend or wife.
Unfortunately, yes.
And you see all these girls on the show.
Ooh.
And in their hometown, they're the hottest. Ooh. Every dude gives them attention. Ooh, she's from Salt Lake City. She's from Austin. She's from Nashville. In their town, oh my God, everyone's sweating them, drooling over them. But then when you put them in a room with 25 other hot girls, it's like pageant life. They're all hot. So you better step it up. And I think Austin Reeves is just in a room with Luka, LeBron. He was in a room with Anthony Davis. L.A. and the Lakers, stars.
I don't even know if it's that. Actually, that's a great analogy, so I'm not dumping on it. It's actually a solid analogy. Maybe he's just not sexy enough for L.A., and he has to put up circus numbers to really get their attention.
So you think he needs a glow up? You think he needs an Austin Reeves L.A. glow up?
A regular-looking guy, regular fella, and that's what makes him extra charming, and I think more dangerous because people don't expect that from this guy. But like I said, the numbers say otherwise. Check this out.
Are you saying that he is wearing Adam Sandler shorts to the gym when he should be wearing like Aloe or Lululemon or something?
Yeah, he needs a glow up. Get this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Austin Reeves has the second most 25-point games by a Laker guard since 2000. Only Kobe had more. Second only to Kobe is unreal.
Kobe.
So Reeves is now in serious company. But he has to be at Kobe level to start getting this recognition. Yeah, everybody knows he's got game. Everybody knows he's what did they describe him as earlier? Like he's a bad man, kind of. I forget how he was described, but on the court, they know he's great, but the world needs to recognize. And then
I'm telling you, there's a sense of he's a gooberish white guy, and I think people compare him to like Caruso for some reason, or like
because he's white. Because he's white, not assuming.
Yeah, it's just there's something to be said about that, and like that's not racist. It's not. It's just. But
I think Caruso had more swag right off the bat. Austin Reeves had to find the headband and get the floppy hair to the side.
But you know what it is? Like, we can't be fake about this. If you go to the schoolyard and you see some dad with whack-ass shorts and a headband on, and he's beating the young, flashy players in, like, schoolyard ball, that's sort of what Austin Reeves is doing. Everyone else seems like they have way more swag and way more style and way everything. And this guy just... He knows how to ball, and like you said, there's nothing sexy about him. Even his post games, like he's charming in a goofy way.
I forget what Reddick said about him though. He's something about like everyone on the court knows that he's dangerous. He's a bad dude. Reeves has been playing like a superstar, not just a good player. Like to get attention, he has to be a superstar, and that's what he's doing. After going 5 for 9 from deep against the Bucks, Austin Reeves has officially passed Caldwell Pope for 7th place on the Lakers' all-time 3-points made list. Total three-pointers made, Reeves, 523 threes. 523 threes, 37% in 291 games. Caldwell Pope, 522 threes and 38%, 292 games. So he's just climbing the ranks left and right, day after day, numbers going up. And as these memes and as the stats show, he's just getting started. Like, so he's already climbing the three-point ranks for Lakers. He's in Kobe company. And I still don't think he's getting that superstar treatment he deserves.
And for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, convenient installation options. TireRack.com.
Tire Rack.
The way tire buying should be. And Sesame Street helped raise us all. Now it's our turn. Donate this holiday season at sesame.org.
Because the world needs Sesame. And Sesame needs you.
Hey, Bert.
Ernie. We're like the Bert and Ernie of Fox Sports Radio. Covino and Rich. Thanks again to Sesame.org.
That's what some people think.
I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Davis. And... and it's time for Last One Standing.
Let's go.
You have 5 seconds to battle for your sports trivia life.
Man. I don't got it.
Put your electronic devices down and pick your sports knowledge up. It's CNR's Last One Standing.
Last One Standing.
All right, I have 4 categories ready to go. If needed, a tiebreaker. Each contestant gets 5 seconds to stay alive in the round. If you run out of time or answer incorrectly, Iowa Sam will escort you out with his famous buzzer. Don't want to hear that.
I have nightmares about that.
You wouldn't.
We keep battling until you are the last one standing. If you win 2 of the rounds, you're the top dog. Here are the contestants. 11-time winner Steve Covino right over there. Next to him, 16-time winner and reigning champion Rich Davis.
16. That's 5 times more than you, huh?
And in for 36-time winner Dan Byers, 2-time winner Isaac Lowenkron.
Yo,
there he is.
All right, let's go to the CNR.
Unstoppable.
Wait, is this going to be Ilo's Jordan flu game? Is he winner?
Let's go to the FSR studio lines to see who's playing for a Nerf Turbo football. It is Caleb in Missouri.
Oh, what's up, Caleb?
Hey, guys. How we doing?
We're good,
buddy.
man. Happy Thanksgiving week, brother.
Thanks.
Caleb, what do you do for a living there in Missouri?
I'm in a restaurant, and we are open on Thanksgiving, so
Oh.
looking forward to that.
All right, cool. By the way, Spot is the fact checker during this game.
I hate it so much.
A lot of anxiety for him, so be patient as he checks answers. When I say your name, the clock is going to start. The first category, the curse of Jamarcus Russell. You have 5 seconds to name one of the starting quarterbacks for the Oakland or Las Vegas Raiders since 2007.
Oh, boy.
There's just over 20 answers on the board. Since 2007, Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders starting quarterback. All right, Covino, you're going to be up first starting right now. Go.
I'm drawing blanks.
Oh, there's some obvious ones.
Come on. I mean, Geno Smith.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, there you go on the list.
Rich.
Derek Carr.
Of course he's on the list.
Lowenkron.
Led the NFL in neck, Mike Glennon.
Yep.
Nice. Caleb.
Pharrell Pryor.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember that long run against the Steelers? Covino.
George Blanda.
He's out.
Said that with a serious face over there. Rich Davis.
He played a long time.
Aiden O'Connell.
On the list.
AOC. Lowenkron.
Carson Palmer.
On the list.
Yeah, big trade for him back in the day. Caleb.
Give me.
3, 2,
Carson's my one.
1. No.
Josh Johnson.
Out of there. All right, back to Rich.
I have it written right here. My boy, the handsome Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Yes.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
Forgot about that.
Rich was so infatuated with him. Lowenkron.
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota. Not on the list.
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Did he not start?
No.
Did he only go in as a backup?
Not on my list.
Wait. Oh. Ooh.
I think he only went into games as a backup.
Sorry.
Oh.
Rich. Oh, no, that means Rich is the last one standing in that round.
Oh,
wow.
Making it look easy.
Rich is on some sort of strange winning
Let's
streak.
see.
The Garoppolo was a good pull, Rich.
Yeah.
Minshew.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That was the only other one I had in my sleeve.
Culpepper.
My favorite was Jason Campbell.
There you go.
No, he was a great quarterback.
Matt Flynn.
Oh, Matt Flynn.
Let's see. Gradkowski.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Gregg. You didn't get a lot.
Gronkowski, right?
Who was right before Carr, though? That's what I was trying to think.
Right before Carr would have been
Matt Flynn.
Yeah, Flynn.
That was Flynn? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where I was like, oh, no, I'm screwed.
Second category, Kings of the Court. You have 5 seconds to name an NBA player who leads the association so far this season in most points scored per game. All right, we'll take the top 20.
This is such a trick question because everybody's hurt.
There's still a lot of stars on this top 20 list, though.
Yeah,
stars.
It's a big list.
Yeah.
It's a good list.
All right, Caleb, we're going in reverse order. You're first right now, and the timer begins.
Give me Giannis.
Giannis, number 4, 31.2.
Yes, sir. Lowenkron.
James Harden.
James Harden, number 11, 27.8.
Rich.
Wemby.
Wembenyama, number 16, 26.2.
Covino.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, number 8, 28.6.
Back to Caleb.
Jokic.
Jokic is 6 with 30.4.
Lowenkron.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA is number 3 with 32.2.
Rich.
Luka.
Number 1. 34.5.
Uno. Covino. 3, 2.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler not on the list.
Caleb.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson is on the list with 28.4 at number 9.
This is why I hate this game.
Lowenkron.
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham at number 13 with 27.4.
Piston is killing it. Rich. 3.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, number 5,
Nice
30.8.
pull, dude. That was a really good one.
Caleb.
Shea Gilgeous.
Already said.
Do I get another chance?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay. Devin Booker.
Devin Booker is on the list, number 14, 26.9.
Nice, man.
Good one. Lowenkron.
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey, number 2, 33.0.
Rich.
Sorry, 33.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, yep, number 10, 27.9.
Yeah, Caleb.
Michael Never Swing the Rock Porter Jr.
He is on that list with 24.8.
What a battle going on.
At the bottom.
Lowenkron.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, KD, not on the list.
Back to Rich.
John Morant.
John Morant, not on the list.
I know. Yeah,
Caleb wins
pulled it
that
out.
round.
Caleb, good job.
You did very well, but the few you missed. Let's see. You missed Austin Reeves. You've been talking about him a lot. He was on the list, 27.6.
Yes.
Anthony Edwards had 26.5. Who else did we miss? Powell, 25.4. Markkanen, 29.3 at number 7. He was the highest.
John Morant is in the news today, though, Rich.
Yeah.
We're talking smack about Thompson, which is kind of odd. Klay Thompson.
All right, Rich and Caleb both on the board. We go to the third category, 15 grams. You have 5 seconds to name one of the 15 NFL teams that kicker Shane Graham either played for or was signed to in his 15-year career. All right, he was a Pro Bowler for one of those teams in 2005. Shane Graham, the kicker, 15 different NFL teams. Covino, you're up first, starting right now. Go.
The Saints?
Saints are on the list.
Rich.
He was on the Giants, no?
He was on the Giants
Yes,
in
sir.
2010.
Lowenkron.
Carolina Panthers.
Panthers, yep, 2002.
Caleb.
Cincinnati.
Bengals, yep. That's
That's his longest
That
stint.
was his longest stint, 03 to 09.
Covino.
Packers?
Packers, not on the list.
Rich.
Falcons?
Falcons are on the list, 2015.
Lowenkron.
Buffalo Bills.
Bills are on the list, 2001.
Good pull. Caleb.
Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals, not on the list.
All right, back to Rich.
Patriots.
Patriots are on the list, 2010.
Lowenkron.
Was Seahawks guessed yet?
No.
Seahawks.
Seahawks are on the list,
Yeah.
and he only signed with them.
Yep.
He never actually went on the field.
Back to Rich.
Eagles?
Eagles, not on the list.
Oh,
son of a...
We got a 3-way tie
All right.
between Rich, Caleb, and Lowenkron, which means after the update, we'll come back and we'll have an overtime.
Ooh, I love overtime in this game. I love it. Let's get an update with Isaac, and then we'll see what's doing. Isla, what's up, man?
Thank you, fellas. Well, every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. Shedeur Sanders will start at quarterback for the Browns Sunday against San Francisco. The Bengals expect Joe Burrow to return to action Thursday at Baltimore. NFL media reports Bucs QB Baker Mayfield has a low-grade sprain of his left shoulder, according to an MRI. That means it's not expected to be a long-term injury. Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy is in concussion protocol. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels will return to practice this week, but is unlikely to play on Sunday Night Football against the Broncos. Finally, speaking of kickers, the New Orleans Saints are bringing in former Baltimore Ravens place kicker and reputed perv Justin Tucker for a tryout. Tucker was suspended for the first 10 weeks of the season for violating the NFL personal conduct policy after he was accused of sexual misconduct by 16 different massage therapists in the Baltimore area that allegedly occurred between 2012 and 2016. Guys, back to you.
Thank
He had more.
Isaac.
He had more different massage girls than Graham had teams he kicked for. By one. You want to do overtime now, or when we get back? What do you think, Danny G?
Let's keep the suspense going.
Yeah,
Look at
stick
you.
around for the finale, the conclusion of Last One Standing. Rich, I finally figured out why my place is the hangout spot for all my friends.
Because you pay for pizza?
Yeah, buddy.
And your TV.
Yeah, exactly. The QD Mini LED, the brightness is wild, the contrast is deep, the color's spot on, and the motion, silky. Like your chonies, except it looks better.
Silky and smooth. And right now, the price looks even better. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday with up to 50% off select TCL TVs, including the Ultimate Series.
From the QM8K, the ultimate choice, ultimate brightness, ultimate black levels, for the ultimate game day experience, to the QM6K, there's a sweet spot for every room.
Premium picture on sale now. Plus, you can enter to win 4 tickets to Super Bowl 60 with the ultimate season to score at TCL.com.
Hit your favorite retailer, grab the amazing deal, lock in epic experiences, epic savings, and undeniable bragging rights now through Black Friday while supplies last.
Honestly, the perfect time to pick up a new TV with
Hell
TCL.
yeah.
It's football season. You get the great deals with Black Friday. So again, TCL, the official TV partner of the NFL. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday. Select models, limited time. See TCL.com for all the details.
Covino Rich.
Let's start with Cam Scattaboo, or as I called him, Scam Cataboo.
Ooh, Scattaboo.
He's getting a lot of negative press this week.
Yeah.
What's
It's all
he
bullshit.
doing?
It's all bullshit because he goes to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And since we talked about it, just a little update. Coach said it was an organized trip for the rookies on the team. It's bonding. They do things like this. It's just everyone, because he's hurt, has a fucking problem with him shoving wrestlers.
Bad optics, though.
The Judgment Day.
Think of how Giants fans feel knowing how much promise he had this season. Breaks an ankle. It's like, yo, man, what's he doing on that ankle right there? We know it's fake and all, but anything could happen.
Yeah, but like I said the other day.
What do you mean?
It's I'm sorry, Spot. Wrestling it's real, buddy. It's real.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it is sports entertainment, but
it's a bit of a tussle. It could be rough. Gotta be gentle. Take it easy. As they say in New York, take it easy.
I have a question.
Take it easy.
Come on, Cam, take it easy. He's celebrating his 10,000th follower. So he has 10,000 followers on Twitch. So what he does is he takes an energy drink in celebration, he puts it in a cleat, and he does the infamous shoey. There you go. I don't get down like this. This is where the party stops for me. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the less bash heads and less, punch a wall kind of guy.
I mean, it's his own shoe.
Yeah, but that's gross.
I hope it's a clean shoe.
I mean, but regardless, it's his shoe. If
But
it
dude,
was,
when
I wouldn't drink out of your shoe.
When people do shoeys, they're not always clean shoes. Look at them. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go shoeys. So I call this, you can call it whatever you want. But me personally, Steve Covino, I call this the weakest party moves.
Oh, this is your no-no list?
Yeah, this is Steve Covino's no-no list. I don't get down like that.
All right, so if you're a guy like Covino,
if someone's like, yo, dude, let's do a shoey, I'm like, how about no?
I've heard Covino actually say at parties, even when he was younger, even before he knew him, for some reason, Covino's like, I don't scattaboo.
I don't scattaboo. I don't scat. Hey, you know what? You scattaboo. I'm going to go talk to some chicks. That was my mindset back
here
then.
we go.
No,
all right, so one of the things that
this
even
isn't like a turnoff, dude.
Even when you were in college and you were living with your buddies at the frat house or whatever the hell you were doing, what are the things you would never do?
You could call these fun time party antics from back in the day. I call these weak ass moves. These moves come with a lifetime guarantee. No ass for a lifetime. Guaranteed.
For people that aren't a stick in the mud like you, maybe things that we've graduated past.
Fine. Whatever you want to call it.
Okay, let's go.
I'm kicking it off with keg stands. Have I done one in my life? One. One and done. No bueno.
I don't think I've ever
Lame. Vatos don't keg stand. That's a rare photo right there.
That's what I said.
So keg standing.
No, this is a photo of you from college.
Get out of here.
Right,
I graduated.
what else does not fly with Steve Covino?
Body shots.
Off of dudes?
Anybody. Like really,
I
if she's a smoke show and I'm just a horned up dude, yeah, fine. But it's not always like a hot chick that you're getting a body shot from.
Here's the problemo. I'll tell you, I've done body shots off of some good-looking ladies back in the day.
You want to drink a shot out of someone's lint-filled belly button?
No, but here's the problem.
This isn't your style?
But here's the problem.
I don't even know what's going on.
I've done body shots off of women at bars in my 20s, but here's the problem.
Meanwhile,
much like
50 other guys have done shots off the same woman.
I mean, if you want to take the words out of my mouth, go ahead. Do the show by yourself, then.
Well, don't you have that strip club theory?
My strip club theory is every time you put your face in some girl's big boobs, you're rubbing another dude's face, essentially, because some other guy's face was right there. So same theory with the body shot.
Barf.
Hot in theory, but the reality is you're like licking her belly where some other dude probably licked her belly.
Let me ask you this. I get it. We all do dumb things when we're young, right? And you could chalk it up to, hey, man, I was in my 20s, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But you got to graduate from these things. Beer funnels / helmets.
Okay, I'm with you. I never felt the instinct, and I'm not saying I'm above it. We've all had our fair share of drunk fun times as young men, but I've never felt the urge to like funnel anything.
Never needed it that bad.
I could pace myself and still get buzzed, you know?
And, the beer helmet, nothing says you're a loser sports fan or just a loser, period, than a beer helmet. Here's one I've done once. I remember clear as day, and I'm like, this is the most overrated experience ever.
What?
The ice luge.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I love
Stick in your face again. Oh, you just sealed the deal for Rich to lose this round. He's a Billy Joel guy, not an Elton John guy.
Though I do like the song. You know what it reminds me of? Anyone have kids? The movie Sing. The song is in the movie Sing.
I'm still standing as we get to the conclusion of Last One Standing, the game that's sweeping the nation. Covino and Rich live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Sesame Street helped raise all of us.
Oh, Sesame.
Who's
What was that? I don't know what I was doing there.
Monster?
Maybe Cookie?
That sound like the animal to me.
Cookie.
Now it's our turn.
All right.
Donate this holiday season at sesame.org because the world needs sesame and sesame needs you. You don't need to do voices.
I think I
you
do,
kind of
yeah.
sound like a Muppet.
I am Elmo.
Thank you.
Elmo's
Sesame.org. Again, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, streaming live at Covino and Rich FSR. And tune in on Thursday as we fill in for Dan Patrick. That's the way to start your Thanksgiving. Thankful for you, Thanksgiving week, Fox Sports Radio Nation. Let's get back into it, Danny G.
Yeah, let's go. We'll
The
get
finale.
Caleb from Missouri back on the line here. Caleb.
What's going on, guys?
All right. Overtime. And an announcement. We have breaking news here. A pinch hitter for Ilo. He asked that Spot make his overtime guest so that he could go take some Dayquil. All right. So Spotty standing in for Lowenkron. Rich, Caleb also in the running here. Here's the question.
Oh, okay.
All right. By the way, no multiple choice. It's whoever comes closest. Just buzz in with your name to go first. All right. Could be over or under, doesn't matter. Whoever comes closest. How many interceptions did Brett Favre throw during his 19-year career, including the playoffs?
Caleb.
Oh wow. You didn't even think about it? All right.
Okay. Hold on.
Caleb.
Go
Caleb, what's your guess?
Go for it.
310.
310.
Oh.
Okay.
310.
Yep.
10. Huh?
Jeez.
Spotty?
That's a bold guess.
I'll say 300.
3 even for Lowenkron's answer. Okay, Rich?
You know, I feel like he had double digits every year because he was just a gunslinger, right? I mean, not a great guy, but a good arm. Mike, 342.
342.
So what are the answers? I said 342.
Yeah, so Caleb said 310. Lowenkron's is 300 from Spotty, and you say 342. The actual answer is 366. Rich wins for a second week in a row.
Whoa. Rich is on a streak.
Goodness.
Rich is streaking like the
Cheater,
Bears, man.
But Caleb, you battled, man. Great job today.
Great job, Caleb. And
I was in there.
Thank you, man. You were definitely in there. You can play any week, anytime. We have games every day pretty much here on the show. Tomorrow, we have Showboy Mahomes trivia.
Oh, boy. He's going to be pumping his chest out.
Mahomes will be answering or asking questions, and you get to answer for some prizes.
Could I reveal to you how I came up with that number? And you're going to be like, wow, that's a lot of picks. You said he had a 19-year career, the legendary yet dirtbag Brett Favre. 19 years.
Yeah, the first year only a couple of games, but still threw some picks.
I said, I did the math. Because he played a lot of postseason football. I did 18 picks a game, and that was 342, and I went under. So realistically, this guy averaged close to 20 picks a year.
Wild.
Isn't that
Does,
19 years, yeah.
Intercepting charitable funds count?
Add one
Spot
more.
will be here till Thursday.
I think Lowenkron gets the win for that one.
Brett Favre is the NFL's all-time interceptions king at quarterback.
That is true. And he's got a small weenie.
Yeah, does intercepting other people's phone numbers count?
That's another good one. 2 for 2, Spot.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for playing. And tonight Tonight
is your night, bro.
Tonight you're going to see Wicked.
I am, but I'm DVRing my Niners game, and I'm turning my phone off so none of you idiots could spoil it for me. Niners are favored by 7. In a teaser bet, because that's how we usually win these Thursday and Monday night games. There was a time where we were like undefeated on these. I like the 49ers -1. So take that -7 to -1 and them just winning the game. Just simply winning. Winning. And then take the over-under. Push it up because right now I believe it's 48.5. So go 54.5 and take the under. I want low points tonight. So under 54.5, Niners just win the game.
Ooh, look at Purdy, though. Check that out. Look at him. He's looking confident.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to play.
He does look ready to play. I'm not even kidding now. We're watching him now as we speak.
Is his hair feathered?
Yeah, you saw that?
He had no time for hair product, Danny. That's how you know he's focused.
Yeah, he's focused.
He's got like a boyish haircut. Brock Purdy has the hairstyle my 5-year-old son has. You know when you get a haircut and then it just grows longer and you don't really put anything in it? Brock Purdy got little boy hair. Can you picture this guy with look at him. It's a little boy hair.
You're right.
He doesn't put anything. No clay, none of the powder the kids use. Brock Purdy's he's like your dad. He wakes up, combs his hair, and it dries.
That's it.
They win tonight. 49ers advance to 8-4. Then they beat the Browns next week in Shador. They'll be 9-4. Then they beat the Titans. They'll be 10-4. And my Niners, just simply by doing that, will secure a postseason spot because the end of their schedule is a little tricky. They got the Colts. I believe they have the Seahawks again. So it gets tricky. So the Niners, if they want to be a postseason team, because the NFC is going to be a little bit of a logjam in the wild card, if you ask me, with the Packers, Lions, and Bears, oh my, all looking like they're playoff teams. The NFC West with the Rams and the Seahawks and the Niners, that looking a little tight. You got to beat the lower tier teams because you're assuming, here's my assumption, and I think it's a good one. The NFC East, Eagles only. Can we agree with that? NFC South, Bucks or Panthers only.
Okay.
One team. So you're only getting one team representing the East and the South. Then you have the Rams winning the West, likely. And
you're just doing a bunch of scribble on your paper.
No. And then you got maybe, let's just say the Bears winning the North, right? So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, your division winners, right? Eagles, a bunk team from the South, Rams and Bears. Oh, my. You get 3 wild cards. You know who's going to be fighting for those 3 wild cards? Packers, Lions, 49ers, Seahawks. One of those teams doesn't make it.
You're just writing scribble like those timeshare guys on vacation that try to sell you the packages.
Wait, do you like coming here? Do you like this resort?
That's what he's doing.
Wait, do you like this resort? You and your wife have a good time,
I do,
right?
yeah.
You know what? For how much you pay? $4,000?
About $4,000.
Yo, you could come here 3 times a year for $5,000.
Yeah, start drawing a bunch of arrows and prices.
Oh, you want to be part of this tier program?
Name 3 places. Name 3 destinations you like to go to.
It's funny. We got resorts there.
Egypt, Australia, and Jamaica. Rich is just writing things down.
So someone's gonna miss out. Someone's gonna miss out.
You can see Rich's. Look, you think I'm lying? Look at Rich's scribble.
This is legit. Look at
Yeah, YouTube channel's watching his scribble right now.
Yeah, great. I'll take it.
It's good. This is, look at this. This is
We're just trying to
writings.
sell us. He's trying to sell the radio listeners with his scribble scrabble on paper.
He's the Rain Man of radio.
Well, Rich, I'm excited to watch the game tonight. I want your review on Wicked tomorrow.
Perfect.
And we'll come back and dominate. Remember, Showboy Mahomes Trivia, more prizes, more
Go
Covino and
Niners!
Rich.
Arrivederci, baby.
We'll see you in the promised land. Goodbye, guys.